What's good, everyone? Hoping you're having a great day. Marvel Rivals has some seriously broken heroes. It becomes a problem when you allow for heroes to have omnidirectional movement in shooters like this game. And I'm talking about those who can stay in the air forever. The matchups are just tilted so far in favor of the team with the likes of Iron Man. There are very few counters for this type of hero, and I'll explain in just a moment. Keep watching for some amazing tips and strategies for getting more kills and wins with Iron Man. I'd like to make more videos of Marvel Rivals, so please help the channel reach 1,000 subscribers by hitting that subscribe and like button. Alright, let's go. Despite Tony Stark being in his Mark L nanotech suit, for which he used against Thanos during Infinity War, he's actually quite squishy. For perspective, Hela's primary attack will kill Iron Man with just 2 hits to the head. But don't worry, Iron Man players can circumvent this by abusing his mobility. Iron Man can stay in the air forever, and if you continue to move around in a figure 8 or unpredictable manner, you will be the hardest target to hit ever. You'll almost get the sense of invincibility when you realize that just weaving around in an omnidirectional way will keep you at full health. When threatened by low health, you can boost right out of there to get behind cover with hyper velocity. Iron Man is a sniper and a ranged type, and is best utilized from afar. There is no sense in ever being too close to your teammates on the ground or within range of melee heroes. Iron Man can simply outclass all the short range and melee heroes as he leaves them stranded on the ground. It really is just shooting fish in a barrel when you simply hold the fire button while Iron Man is safely high in the sky. You can abuse Iron Man's positioning by holding the jump button consistently throughout the game just to keep him up in the Z axes, and ensuring that he is far out of reach for most enemy heroes. If anyone gets too close, you can always use Unibeam for the most DPS. Once Iron Man is in position from afar, it's time to get sniping! Activating his armor overdrive will turn your repulsor blasts into grenade launchers. The splash damage from this is quite handsome, and direct hits are just deadly. Be sure to spam the micro missile barrage when you are in this armor overdrive state and fill in the cooldown time with repulsor blasts. You want to make sure that armor overdrive is on as much as possible when you are engaging the enemy. Iron Man will be able to charge up his ultimate attack pretty quickly due to his splash damage and constant DPS when he is properly positioned. And the best way to use his ultimate would be aimed at the crowd. You never want to hold on to Iron Man's ultimate for too long, as it's just too much DPS to not use. And you want to make sure he is constantly charging up for his next ultimate. So it's best used when you fire it into the fray near your teammates during the chaos that ensues when both teams clash. It's almost a guaranteed double kill as the minimum when you thrust the pulse cannon into a group. The pulse cannon takes a few short seconds to charge up before shooting, so when you use it, keep in mind that you are extremely vulnerable to attacks during this time. It is also an amazing move to instigate the team fights and ganking all the enemy heroes with your team. Now, the best strategy to win more often with this hero is to keep just 5 things in your mind when playing him. Number 1, don't get hit and don't die. Simple enough, right? Number 2, use your mobility to become super hard to hit. Number 3, be a low valued target that your opponents just don't want to target or deal with because you are so far away. Number 4, harass the heroes who are the squishiest with your repulsor blasts. Don't try to take out the tank on the other team with Iron Man. Just let your team handle them as you keep all the other enemy players back with constant barrages of missiles and overdrived repulsor blasts. And number 5, keep an eye on your teammates and make sure they are within firing range. Iron Man is best when he engages the enemy with his teammates so he can poach those kills and snipe players with ease. Aside from not being very durable and incapable of taking too many hits, a surefire way to counter Iron Man is none other than himself. They'll have to focus on you and divert all their DPS just to take you down. If you challenge their space in the air and make them uncomfortable to keep sniping, you can give your team that edge right back. Iron Man is like a mosquito that stings hard, and when left alone for too long, the whole enemy team will regret it as Iron Man keeps hurling his super powerful ultimate at them. He is very annoying to play against as he will always be able to completely dish out constant DPS. Just remember that players who know how to distract Iron Man from making use of his AoE abilities will be able to keep him in check throughout the game. Please do consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that like button if you found any of this useful or helpful. And comment below on which hero you want tips on next.